Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. This is your girl, Mommy So True. Hey guys, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for checking in with me on today. I want to talk to you because they never loved you. They never loved you. They never loved you. Oh my God, these motherfuckers never loved you. They never loved you. They never loved me. They never loved you. They never loved any of us. Okay, you guys, let me calm down and get serious, because honestly, the truth is really they never loved you. And I have to laugh about it. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying about the things that these people take you through, because it's so sick. They didn't love you because they didn't love themselves. So let's talk about it, you guys. Welcome in. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're not missing my weekly videos. If you want to join the membership, information is there. If you want to join the group texting support group, the information is there. If you want to book a life coaching session with me so that you can thrive post narcissistic abuse, or just build confidence and resilience so that you can, zigzag your way through life, because it's hard and we have challenges, and a lot of us, our issues are deeply rooted, and sometimes a life coach can go a very long way. That information is also in the description box below. But you guys, they never loved us. Let's talk about it, because there's so much depthness behind that statement. For so many, they really fell for a narcissist. And when you fall for somebody, you give your all. You're hoping that this is going to be your forever person. And because of that, you give your all. And there's no greater example, but one of my favorite artists, and so many out there in this world, Lauryn Hill, has thrived and survived narcissistic abuse and has shared her pain in her music. Lauryn Hill has went through a lot of what we have went through, and only those that know really know. The first giveaway for me is from one of her best albums. Lauryn is a survivor of narcissistic abuse. It's not because I know her story and I've watched it and I've researched the depthness of what she went through in the hands of men for the sake of love, and what it caused her for in her career. Just like so many people who go through relationships with narcissists or narcissistic people, it seemed like it's one-sided. Most of the time, people only hear one side of the story. For most of what the world knows, Lauryn has been known as crazy. She has this backstory of love relationships where her abusers have falsely accused her of being crazy. And it's sad because her journey into a love relationship started at a very young age. It just piled up. It lingers into other situations that has affected her life. But all in all, it's obvious signs of narcissistic abuse and a survivor of narcissistic abuse. If you don't know Lauryn Hill, maybe you know this song. This is one of my favorite songs, maybe everybody else's favorite song, but this is X Factor by Lauryn Hill. If you don't know it, please, you need to be put on game today. Those out there who have dated a narcissist, married a narcissist, has been with a narcissist, been in love with a narcissist, you know the kind of pull and the kind of hold they have on you and on your life. You can't make it up. You literally sacrifice your entire being for these people, as sad and as sick as that is, because for so many of us, it's our own trauma that makes us that vulnerable and that willing to be someone's doormat. But at the same time, they are the reason why a lot of us are victorious, and we've been triumphant in our life, and we've been able to get to a place in our life that brings us peace. And no one may understand it. But as long as we understand, as long as we have that peace and we have that safety, as long as we know the truth, there's nothing else that matters in life. And Lauryn is such a great example, because I think she's a hero for stepping back from her career, going through what she went through.
However, Wyclef refused to take any responsibility for the dysfunctional relationship, and he suggested in his book that Lauryn has always been crazy. But Lauryn's side of the story was a bit different, and in her 2004 interview with Trace magazine, she hinted that Wyclef was the aggressive and controlling one. The Fugees was a conspiracy to control, to manipulate, and to encourage dependence, Lauryn said. I took a lot of abuse that many people would not have taken under these circumstances. And when asked a comment about her relationship with Wyclef, Lauryn said, as a young woman, woman, I saw the best in everyone, but I did not see the lust and insecurities of men. I discovered what a lie was and how lies manifested themselves. So whether it was the spiritual advisor, mental health issues, the controlling relationship with Wyclef, or the overall toxicity of the music industry, Lauren made the decision to disappear from the spotlight, and she reportedly has no plans on ever making a comeback. Now, as for Lauren herself, in 2021, she agreed to do a rare interview for Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Albums podcast, and she hinted that she had to step away from the spotlight to protect herself and her family from the dark and negative energy she was exposed to in the industry. I sacrificed the quality of my life to help people experience something that had been unreachable before then, Lauren said. When I saw people struggle to appreciate what that took, I had to pull back and make sure I and my family were safe and good. I'm still doing that.
This song here, X Factor. You gotta know this song. You gotta know this song. That song goes a little something like this. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle. Tell me who I have to be to gain some reciprocity. Okay, I'm not gonna ruin her song. Y'all know the song. If you don't know the song, go check the song out. You gotta go check that song out. That song's lyric says, is this just a silly game that forces you to act this way? Forces you to scream my name, then pretend that you can't stay. Oh my God, the beginning of the song, she says, it could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. Doesn't this sound like someone who is trying to love a narcissist? It's impossible to do that. Loving a narcissist is literally accepting to be imprisoned with the worst prison guard you could have ever asked for in this world. This person is going to starve you. They're going to ridicule you. They're going to put you down, kick you down, and beat you all the time with words, with criticism, with actions. Lying and cheating and completely manipulating and gaslighting you, making you feel crazy for the way that they are treating you, making you doubt what's happening. And eventually you lose who you are. That's what happened to Lauren. At some point in her life, she lost herself. And it got to a point where she had to choose her sanity, her reality, or to continue to live for the world by being this artist who can give so much, inspire so much through her music, although the world did not understand the real pain behind her lyrics. Fighting for someone who does not love you, fighting for someone who does not fight for you, leaves you in complete turmoil. It will leave you nowhere good, honestly. By the time Lauren got to the end of her career, she cut all her hair off. She was no longer that Lauren that we all saw for so many years. It's been 25 years or so since Lauren was the Lauryn Hill that the world knew. That is what narcissistic pain has done. That is the effect it took on her. For the sake of love, she almost ruined her life. For the sake of love, she almost killed herself. The disappointment, the letdown of being dropped on your face by someone who promised you a life of love and care. It was entirely fake. Whether you had children with them, for them, you accepted their kids, you gave your all, you opened your home, you let them in your door, you gave your money, your time. It was never reciprocated, and it will never be reciprocated because you're dealing with somebody who does not know what love is. They're completely incapable. They cannot find it within themselves because it doesn't exist there. It doesn't exist there, and they don't even have that type of mindset. Everything that looks to be loving about them is not realistic. That's why you end up hurting at the end, because you end up seeing how empty of a person they are. This person pretends like they want love, but They can't even receive it because they're literally a glass with a broken bottom. While you continue to pour and pour and pour into their life, you're pouring and it's going nowhere because that glass is broken at the bottom, and it's just everything you're pouring into it is just being wasted. They can't love you. It's not inside of them to love you, so they cannot translate it to you. They cannot bring it into your world. It's just completely impossible. What they will do is drag you along with their little fantasy world and make you think that they love you. They'll breadcrumb you. They'll give you excuses. They'll create scenarios. They'll make it seem like they need you. They'll give you a little bit just to keep you hanging on. But at the end of the day, it doesn't equal out to love. There is no true, authentic, genuine love there. Because if there was, they wouldn't be able to do the things that they do. Someone who truly loves you will find it very difficult to hurt you the way that this narcissist does. Lauren said it in her song. She said, "Tell me who I have to be to gain some reciprocity." See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. As a victim, you think that you love this person and you know that no one will ever love them the way you showed, the way you gave, the way you wanted to love them. They don't want it. The love that you have to offer, that's not what they're looking for. The narcissist is looking for supply. Supply is what they need to thrive in life. Supply is anyone willing to voluntarily be that doormat for them, laying there to give free praises, to give constant adoration and validation, just so they can continue to fulfill this false sense of self. That's how delusional and sick they are. To continue thriving, you must register it in your mind and your soul and your spirit that they never loved you and they never will. And the more that you sit there and think that you're giving love to somebody, you're wasting supply. That's what you're doing. Because there is no loving a narcissist. What you're doing is giving them exactly what they need from you, which is supply. The only way that they can breathe, you're giving them life support when you continue to entertain them on any level of your life. You're giving some type of supply, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. Any type of interaction, engagement, enablement, connection, to get any type of response from you. That is supply. That is how they keep going. They need your attention. A narcissist needs you in so many weird, sick ways. They don't need you for good. They don't need you for a healthy and balanced relationship. They need you in a very weird and sick way. They need you to keep them going. By making them think that you accept their behaviors and that the way that they are is okay with you. You're not going anywhere. You're a ride or die. Oh yeah, of course a narcissist loves you to death if you keep trying to prove yourself as a ride or die. Proving yourself as a ride or die for a narcissist is not proving yourself as a ride or die. All you're doing is letting them know that you are never going to forfeit. You're in this sick game. You're okay with this 24/7 clown circus show that they have going on, that they are leading. You're okay with this. You don't mind being lied to. You don't mind the future faking. You don't mind knowing that this person is phony. And you're okay with the ups and downs. You're okay with this violent, scary roller coaster ride that they have you on emotionally. You're okay with it. You're okay with being lied to. You're okay with the inconsistency. That's what that means. That's the only thing you're ever translating to a narcissist if you really want to call it love. Because at some point, it's not love anymore. At some point, you have to see that what you're giving is actually not love. You're giving something to somebody who needs you to survive. They need you to survive. That's why the best thing you can do is choose you. Allow yourself to wake up and recognize what's going on. Don't try to unsee what you see now. What you see now is that this is a narcissist. If they ever said they loved you, it was a complete lie, because they do not love you. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Until next time, beautiful people, stay true and remember, they don't love you. So you're better off cutting that life support and moving forward with your life. Until next time, take care.
Her beautiful hair had been chopped off. Her voice was strained and her eyes were filled with sadness. The song she performed, entitled "Adam Lives in Theory," spoke of betrayal, which led many to believe infidelity had broken her spirit. That same year, she was set to record her MTV Unplugged special while also pregnant. According to Rolling Stone, during rehearsal the day before the recording, she ripped her throat but refused to reschedule. The taping took place in July 2001, with Lauren showcasing a much raspier and ragged voice. She sang while playing the guitar and ranted in between songs. Fans were shocked to see Lauren crying and declaring herself crazy and deranged.